It's July, and it's hot outside. But what better way to beat the heat than spending some time with three cool guys? If that's not an option, you can spend some time with us instead. Forget SPF. It's time for YTD. You tried it. You tried that. I'm Nick Nowak, my pal Shane Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hey there.
So, boys, I recently went to Mexico.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. I did mention that to you repeatedly. You sound surprised. And so we went to this island off of Cancun called Isla Mujeres, and we took a food tour. So the guy meets us and says he's going to take us around. He's got bikes for us. He's going to take us around to 7 different local spots. He says he's lived there for 3 generations. And it's only like recently begun to be touristy. So,
Okay.
we go. The first place we go is to the guy's house.
Oh,
And
classic local spot.
he makes us work all day long.
Come in, do my dishes for me, and then maybe I'll slap something together for you.
The next stop's going to be my closet. It really needs to be reorganized. So his wife brings out these empanadas, and it's the best empanada I've ever had in my life.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Yeah.
I would hope.
And it's huge. It's very filling.
Mm-hmm.
It's 93 fucking degrees and humid out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so
Did
Get
you
back on that bike,
immediately?
fatty.
Did you immediately go on Yelp and say this was too much food? 3 stars for this local spot.
Empanada was the best I've had in my life. Don't like the decor. 2 stars.
A little off the beaten path. 1 star.
And so at that point, there's a little panic setting in that there are 7 stops.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
Prepare yourself to eat 6 more homemade empanadas. Let's go to my buddy Bob's house.
So the next place we go, thank God, is like a juice place where they're like making fresh juices just like from fruit on the island.
Nice.
And I'm like, thank God. This is perfect. So I
Yeah.
hope there's like a couple juice stops, like maybe an ice cream stop at the end.
Mhm.
But no, the next one's like a local restaurant, and the guy just orders us a bunch of food, like things that he knows are good there. And it's so good. We're just like plowing away at it. It's like big plates of different types of Mexican food. Multiple stops go by this way. Like the one after that is like, I'm full as hell, but he brings out this carnitas sandwich that's so good. And I finished
you
the
gotta
whole
eat
thing.
that. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
And so we're now getting to stop. This is only like stop 5.
How
And
bad are
they
you
say-
farting by now?
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
not
farting
good.
pretty bad?
Luckily, you can't. Right. It was 92 on the island and about 110 in my pants.
You don't need to actually pedal. You just propel yourself on the bike with farts. Is that what's happening?
So next he says we're gonna go to this woman Myra's house, and like this is deep in the slums. We like are walking through some dirt roads, and Myra's place is like a couple of boards with some like metal shacks above it, and she's got stuff, posters in there to like teach her kids English and stuff.
Oh.
And
When
she
you're eating
puts
all
down-
of her food.
She brings in this plate of mole. Have you had mole before?
Yes.
Yeah, and so it's so good. Like I am having the fucking meat sweats at this point, and it's 92. Like I can barely put another piece of food in my mouth, and we're on stop 5. Myra does not speak a word of English, has a very stern look on her face. We sit at this like table with 4 chairs, me and my family, and Myra sits 3 steps away, crosses her arms, and stares at us.
You better
Fucking
eat every fucking bite on that plate.
And I'm like, I go like I take one piece of mole and like my stomach's about to explode. But at that point, you have no choice but to eat all the mole.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You'll be the biggest asshole in the world if you don't.
Right. we wolf down as much as humanly possible and try to like hide the last bite under a part of my napkin. I'm like, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Please, I'm dying.
Do you have a baño? Donde está baño? Just throw out mole all over her dress.
Sorry, that's not gonna come out. I'll see you later.
Just cover it up with one of your posters. It'll be all right.
See ya. I'm off to America. So the last stop we go, I can barely breathe at this point. Like,
Is the rest of your family holding up? I mean,
they're the same. Like,
Yeah.
we're in the back when he's
Mhm.
leading. Like, oh my god! Like, what the? One of my daughters is like, lots of fatty foods, heat, and exercise. This is not a good combination.
Yeah.
Like, so the last place we go is where his childhood home. He's like, we grew up here. There's a painting of his dad on the side, who is like an island like legend. He was like a fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, my brother and my sister still live here, so we're gonna go in.
He's
And-
famous for his famous 3/4 pound burgers. God damn it! No, triple dough pizza. Shit.
My dad runs a 10-course French restaurant. You will eat every course.
This is Oaxaca laundry.
My brother is famous for assaulting people who don't finish his food.
He will check under the napkin. Don't try to hide that last bite.
We were at this one stop, and there was a woman out on a balcony who was like hanging laundry on a line and singing. I go, oh, there's a woman singing up there, and he goes, yeah, she used to be all right, and now she's crazy. I was like,
She ate a little too much mole, if you catch my drift.
She got the mole fever. Went to her brain. So the last stop, we go in. Her brother's like, also barely speaks English, brings in this big plate of ceviche, and it's like, this was fresh caught today. And
Oh, man.
it was so good, but I could barely at this point like fake eating it. I'm like scraping up a couple tomato and like shrimp on stuff onto this chip and like forcing it down, and I'm just like, please, sir.
What was the amount of time? Like, how many hours passed from the empanada to ceviche?
I'd say it was probably about 2.5 hours.
Oh my god!
Well, it's not that
But-
much.
No, it's not enough for what
That
was
should be
6
like
meals.
a 6-hour thing. At
Yeah.
least, like.
Did you then have to bike back? Like all the way back?
So then,
Oh.
this was the first day we were on the island,
Mhm.
and we decided, nah, we'll be okay to walk like a couple miles. And I really underestimated walking 3 miles in the 12 p.m. Caribbean sun when I was full of mole.
Just waddling back.
Sweating mole and carnitas through my pores. My shirt was no longer a shirt.
Oh,
I mean, it was just weighed 19 pounds. Right when we got like back to our like hotel spot,
Mhm.
I was I was so like just drained and didn't
Mhm.
give a shit about what was happening anymore. I felt really bad about this, but there was a guy who like would raise and lower a gate to like let the cars in,
Mhm.
and I tried to like duck under the gate, and just my back just like raked the entire thing. The guy looked at me like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
Look at that bedraggled zombie. He smells like ceviche. Like in that, I'd like to me, like when the minute I would get back in, I would just be dying to shower. Like I just want to get in a shower and just cool down and get
Yeah.
clean.
This guy's got the empanada sweats. When I see him.
Oh, you got that mole fever. I see. You're going to be singing on a balcony tomorrow. I know it.
Right.
Now, is the food good enough? Like, if someone else were to go, like, if I was going to go to that same island, would you tell me to do the tour, or is it just it was too uncomfortable?
It's a
Yeah.
gots to do type of thing because a lot of like you end up doing a lot of touristy stuff a lot of the time,
Yeah.
and it's like the best kind of look into what life is actually. You know, you
Yeah.
can pretend that that's not actually life when you're just sitting on your like condo beach or whatever.
Right.
Right.
So,
When you're going to Six Flags Mexico.
plus, I want to see see somebody else's freaking spooning mole.
Oh
I
my
want
God.
to see these posters. Compare them to the posters I had in my college dorm room. You know, do they have like I Know What You Did Last Summer movie poster,
Yeah.
that sort of thing?
Yeah.
The lady has
Radiohead's
a
OK Computer, shit like that.
the lady has John Belushi wearing a college sweatshirt, like or whatever. Yeah.
There's a lot of Pam Anderson posters in there.
The real problem, Novak. So that would have been. So that was what end to end. What 4 hours for you? 6 hours? Like
Yeah, let's say
okay.
4.
It would have been about 9 hours for me of my wife trying to ask, "Is this gluten free?" in Spanish 18 fucking times for every stop on that trip. It was no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I guess that would be an issue.
Yeah.
Did
So.
you eat anything the rest of the day, or was that it?
No. I mean, it is one of those things where you say, "I'm so full, I'm not going to eat a bite the rest of the day," and it's like noon, and then fucking like 3 o'clock rolls around. I go, I could really go for an ice cream.
You got any of that ceviche that we walked an hour and a half back in 90-degree weather?
Yeah, that's got to be
probably
nasty.
so fresh. You got any
I
of that?
honestly, we were halfway through, and I asked Laura, I was like, "Are you going to eat this when we get back?" And at that point, she probably didn't want another bite of food. She's like, "I guess not." And I just found like a nearby can and just whipped it in there. I hope this guy does not drive
You look
by
over
this
and his
garbage
brother's like staring at you from across the street. What the fuck?
I worked all day on that.
can. He chased me back to my hotel.
Kept raking your back up against the railing over and over again. I did not know his brother worked the gate at my luxury hotel.
All right, let's eat some snacks. 3 snacks, 5-point scale. Love that,
Yeah.
like that, different to that, dislike that, hate that. Let's start with the old Uncle Al and his lemon cookie.
Go Al.
So, Uncle Al, where'd you get these from, Chad?
Ooh, they smell lemony.
Yeah,
I think I got them from Walgreens, actually, something like that. Just some. I needed a third snack to round out the episode, so I just grabbed whatever I find.
they're about the size of like a Chips Ahoy.
I will say this package of like 12 cookies was like 89 cents or something. Like it was dirt cheap. And I think
Awesome.
from the first bite, you can tell.
They have a really translucent frosting on top that's barely there. They are lemony. And
Yeah.
that is Chad's brand. Geiger,
Yeah.
what do you think of these?
I don't know. They're fine. I mean, they're very dry. This is a dry, crumbly cookie. The lemon, it almost smells more lemony than it tastes. It tastes a little bit more like a lemon rind than a lemon, or like lemon essence. But I mean, it's fine. I'm not. I mean, it's. I'm bordering on a like that and an indifferent. I'll keep it an indifferent. It's a little boring, but it tastes fine. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly sour. It just kind of is. So indifferent it is for me.
All right, indifferent to start, Chad.
Yeah. Well, you're right. These are super dry. Novak could have used these to mop up his shirt on the walk back. Probably. They're not crunchy. They're I thought they'd be crunchy from the way they look, and they almost taste stale with how sort of like soft they are. I barely taste the lemon. There's not nearly enough lemon in these things. Like you call yourself a lemon ice cookie, like I want that lemon flavor. This is like the tiniest hint of lemon flavor. It is very weak. It is very disappointing. I'm super disappointed in this cookie. I almost didn't even finish one. I mean, it's not like it's a bad flavor, but I just think like I really had high hopes for it, and so for that reason, I am actually going to knock it down into a dislike that.
You had high hopes for an 89-cent packaged cookie from Walgreens?
Just because of the lemon, you know.
I
Yeah.
looked up the company that makes them. It was called like Best Foods or something generic, and all their products looked like shit. Like just put out the shittiest thing you can, just in large quantities.
Mhm.
I just figured it's like you go on a food tour, right? And they take you to like their uncle's house for the best food ever. And I'm like, well, Uncle Al's,
Yeah.
ice
That's
cookies are
right.
going to be the best cookies ever. But
Yeah.
Yeah, our uncles. It's a weird like. No one ever said my uncle makes the best cookie. Like it's not
no,
grandma's or anything.
no
Right?
one's uncle makes good cookies. That is true.
I was right. I'm between you guys. I can see both sides of this. It really isn't a different taste, but it's just so poorly made
Yeah.
um, that it is disappointing. I'm gonna give it a dislike that as well. So in a different and a couple dislikes. Let's next go to the Snickers. This is Snickers High Protein Bar.
I figured if any protein bar is going to win us over, it's got to be the Snickers, right?
Mine is like exploded or melted or something.
Yeah, it's really sticking to the packaging.
It says Epic Taste on there.
Uh-huh. You think like a hardcore bodybuilder is going to be seen eating a Snickers? All right, well, it's a protein bar, promise.
Is this a lot of protein for?
I feel like 20 is a number that's seen in some of those protein bars we've had. I feel like that's on par with some of the, at least a decent amount of the ones we've had. Shannon, does it taste like your uncle's Snickers?
My uncle makes a great Snickers. How dare you? Um, this is terrible. I guess it tastes. It doesn't taste anything like Snickers. Who am I kidding? It like is molded to look like a Snickers bar, I guess, but that is about where the similarities end. I couldn't even finish one bite because like the chalkiness of these protein bars like really kicked in. I ended up spitting that first bite out. It's not like this isn't like Fit Crunch level offensive or so. We've had way worse protein bars, but this is really, really, really bad. Hate that.
I'm going to say this is the best protein bar we've had by leaps and bounds. Now, it's not a great compliment, right? Because everything we've had has been terrible. It does have this slight mealy taste to it, but there seems to be like a lot of caramel put in there, like straight caramel.
That is true.
That is outweighing some of the protein flavor. I do like this better than the lemon cookie. I'd rather eat this than that lemon cookie. I'm going to go out on a limb here and give this a low level indifferent to that. The highest rating available to protein bars.
Can't believe Novak loves us so much. I was actually going to say the same thing. I thought it was also the best protein bar we've had, which again is grading on a pretty steep curve, right? So, it doesn't have as much of the mealiness. It also doesn't have that weird. I don't know how to explain it, but like the aftertaste is so like bitter and weird, like with those whey things. It almost like makes your like tongue close up or whatever. Um, that doesn't happen here. It is a little sweeter and sugarier, almost like candy bar adjacent. Um, that being said, it's still not good. So I will say I'll split the difference between you guys and just say mild dislike that. I don't like it, but it could have been a lot worse.
All right, we got an indifferent, a dislike, and a hate. The lemon cookies still in the lead. It's a big disappointment so far, but we do have some what looks like some kind of tasty like chocolate pops.
I mean, they definitely look funny. Whether they look tasty, I don't know. But
yeah, that might be more accurate. Okay, it's time we return to the world of Guinness and find out some of the latest world records that are being set.
wow,
Yeah. So I'm going to give you
3 blobs on
set
dirt bikes this time.
the record for most blobs on dirt bikes. So I'm going to give you a record, and you're both going to have to take a guess at what that number is. And you can, there's no Price is Right here.
Right.
You can go over and be fine. Just closest to the number takes the point. So the first one we got, we're going to start kind of basic here, is the longest mustache. Ram Singh Chauhan has the record for the longest mustache. It was not trimmed for over 40 years. Okay, so it seems something that you could generally see a weird picture of.
Yeah.
Someone with an extremely long mustache. Okay. Geiger, going to have you guess first since you have the most facial hair here. So imagine.
Always good with numbers.
Oh, great.
Oh, wonderful.
Like, shit.
Fuck. So it's going to be some absurd number.
Hold on, let me shave real quick.
Like you see, I remember always, one of the things I remember from the Guinness book is always like the lady that had the world's longest fingernails, and she had to like lay them down on a table.
And it like they curled around. Like I remember seeing that picture. Yeah,
which is so fucking gross, and I don't know how you use your hands.
So fucking disgusting.
We went out for a while, but I'm gonna say so. World's longest mustache. I'm gonna look like an asshole no matter what. I'm gonna say this guy had like a 4 foot long mustache.
Okay. It says 4 feet. So probably that's gonna take it at least nearly down to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Right? It's probably gonna be longer than that, but yeah.
What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, because so that would be like a foot every 10 years, because he said it wasn't trimmed for 40 years or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be like a lot longer. I think this thing is dragging on the ground or curled up or something like that. I'm going to go 7 feet.
You're both pretty far off. It is much larger than both of those numbers. Mm-hmm. The man's mustache is 14 feet long.
14 feet of stash.
Yeah.
Wow. wow.
Quite a stash. I don't even know if that qualifies as mustache.
Yeah.
Mustache.
How does he eat soup?
He's like he's like holding it up, and then there's like other people like holding it up next to him or whatever. It is
like
very...
a bunch of people holding like a snake together.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like people holding a snake.
Holding the bride's gown as she walks down the aisle. Who wants to be the guy whose job is to hold some old fuck's mustache? That's gross.
Get in line.
Who wants to be at the end of this daisy chain?
Okay, here comes the next one. Wing walking is an extreme sport. Basically, it's when the plane goes up in the air and the person goes out onto the wing and does some kind of like stunt out there, like basically balancing themselves or
Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
Basically. Yeah, fires himself out of a cannon onto another plane.
Right. Yeah, I don't think he's like Mission Impossible, like just hanging on for his life on the wing. Like I think he's strapped to it in some way, doing the Lindy Hop or something. So, so this was pulled off as the oldest man to ever wing walk. Okay. All right, so we're going to see if you can guess what the man's age was. Chad, you're going to go first. How old was this wing walking man?
Wing walking with a walker. He's out there like on the wing. Oh boy, it's definitely going to be an old fuck. I'm thinking 70s, maybe 80s, somewhere in there. But this could be one of those ones where it's like, oh, some guy's like 94, and he's like, I'm going to wing walk before I die. Man, I'm going to go 89. 89 years old, so I'm going to say.
Okay, so he says 89 years old. An old 89-year-old walking out just completely bones just becoming brittle.
Buffeted by the wind.
His flabby skin causes the plane to like careen in a different direction.
Yeah. He's
The
going to
plane is
literally
yet to
ghost
take
ride the
off.
plane. He's going to die.
The plane is on the ground and a stiff breeze blows him from atop.
Look at that stunt.
Geiger, what do you think?
That is pretty old. It's a good number to be. That's a good old because it's old enough to be a very hard to break record. But it's also so old that I wonder if he could survive standing, let alone.
I mean, 89-year-olds, I feel like a lot, they can still walk sometimes, whereas like, once you get to be like 104 or whatever, you're just getting pushed around.
Yeah. Stand up there on the plane eating ceviche.
They have a 104-year-old like just in a wheelchair and just like slide him out onto the plane like good luck. Flies off.
Strap him to the wing. Look at that cool trick he's doing, just flopping around.
His limp body just waving in the wind like a flag.
Oldest man to create a human windsock. Just fucking.
He just slides right out of his clothes, and his clothes are just sitting there. And he's.
I mean, basically, this is the guy from Up, right? He basically did this. Yeah. I mean, it's essentially you're describing the story of Up, who my nephew would call Grumpy Carl. So let's say Grumpy Carl is, what did you say, 89?
Yeah.
So 89.
I'm going to say he's 80.
Okay.
I did want to guess in the 80s when you said.
Now, if I had asked this a while ago, Geiger, you would have won. Because originally he broke it at the age of 80.
Nice.
But now it says not wanting to lose his top spot, Thomas cemented himself as the bravest old timer by again wing walking at 93 years old.
I said 93. Wow. Holy shit.
Wow.
So 93-year-old man. How's the pilot? I don't think so, sir. This is not
I didn't like it when you did it 13 years ago. I don't think it's a good idea now either.
The pilot was the oldest man to watch a man die strapped to a wing of a plane.
Okay. Next. Sanith Bandara set a record for wearing the most T-shirts at once. Right? It took him several hours to put the T-shirts on. So he just puts on a T-shirt, puts another one on top, keeps piling up them T-shirts.
No shit. How do you even move your arms at some point?
Right.
What a record. Most T-shirts worn.
Right.
Fucking shit is so dumb.
Like, how do you verify that? You gotta wait till they get there and then put them on, or like, I've got the T-shirts. I need you to show up so I can get dressed.
Guinness.
They've got to be thin as hell.
Yeah,
right. You got to have basically a tissue paper shirt being put on. They're not.
He's wearing those like paper hospital gowns.
So Geiger, how many shirts did this Mamma Jamma pile on?
So terrible at this. This is going to be some. Fuck, I'm
like, terrible at this.
I am terrible at this.
People are good at.
Guessing
the number of shirts a man wears.
Well, because like I'm going to say like
I was born to guess shirt counts.
It's always like I'll say something like 8, and everyone's like 8, you idiot, like that kind of thing. So
say 8.
I'll say
8.
I'll say he wore 45 T-shirts.
45, you idiot!
45 shirts. You ever seen the thing where people keep putting rubber bands on a watermelon?
Yeah.
Until
it pops.
And they pop it. You think you get popped with the neckline of 45 T-shirts?
It's the only way he can pop is the T-shirts autoerotic asphyxiating him.
Yeah.
Right. As he watches Pop head out onto the wing.
He had Guinness Book of World Records to watch him cum his pants while he put shirts on.
I do think you are way low, Geiger.
Yeah.
I think this is triple digits for sure.
Triple digits.
I'm gonna go an even 150 shirts.
Again, you are both far low.
Well,
And
see, I'm terrible at this.
you guys have underguessed. Both of you have underguessed everything so far. It was 257 shirts.
257 shirts.
Triple
Does the
digits.
guy have a negative size waist? How is that possible? Was he Slender Man? How do you put on that many shirts and still move?
My 257th shirt would be like the size of my house. Like, like
what kind of tarp is he wearing?
I don't think he was moving.
Well, he
Like,
put him
go
on. You
with
said.
his day. I think people I think he's like his arms are just he's starfished, and people are just putting shirts on him.
People are. Oh, that is the hottest part I've heard. Starfish on the bed wearing 247 shirts.
I think he's dead down there. I just keep putting shirts on. I don't know.
Put another shirt on him. All right, Guinness came all the way
I don't
here.
know. Strap him to an airplane. He can't move anyway.
Now let's roll over him with Gravedigger. Okay. Next, Avery Emerson Fisher combined her interest in scuba diving and magic to perform magic tricks underwater. All right. They gave her 3 minutes to perform as many magic tricks as she possibly could. Okay.
It's not enough time to do one good magic trick.
just swimming around, pulling quarters out from behind fish's ears.
Oh, look, you sawed a salmon in half. Just like digging it.
All right. Chad.
Just pulling worms out of a hat and like
he's got a fistful of cards just waiting for a flounder to take one. Just come on. Now.
Don't show me the card, Nemo.
So 3 minutes. Think of how many tricks, Chad, you can accomplish in that time, and then pick a way higher number.
Yeah, this is so. This is so fucking stupid.
What an arbitrary record.
What constitutes a trick? And like, there isn't like some set of, like, if I wanted to try to replicate it, right? Like, I would have to like pick faster tricks or something, like, I don't know.
Well, and why did they say only 3 minutes? Now Guinness is imposing limits on did someone already have the 4-minute record or something?
I think there was a video of this that we could watch later. It would probably be funny. So Chad, how many do you think that she pulled off?
I'm going to do most tricks in 3 minutes and 1 second. How about that? All right. Let's see. So even if she's doing like one trick a second for 3 minutes, that's 180 tricks. That seems high.
One trick a second?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've been guessing low.
Alakazam! Just like making things.
Yeah, she's got a magic wand down there, and it's just like pointing it at shrimp after shrimp. I'm gonna make all these shrimp disappear.
Just fucking sorting hat down there, just fucking going nuts.
I will guess this fish's weight.
Yeah, doesn't like a blue whale make like 1,000 kelp disappear in one bite or whatever? That's like a 1,000.
Yes, the blue whale won. Actually, that was the person who combined his love of scuba diving with his love of eating, of existing.
Okay, so 180 seems high, but I still think like
it definitely does.
It's gonna. I still think it's gonna be like a pretty high number of magic.
Is this your cards?
tricks.
Is this your cards? Is this your cards? Is this your cards?
Go fish. I'm sorry, that's rude.
I'm gonna say 50.
All right, 50. Geiger.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Even if he did one trick per second, He was, now look, and he like points over to King Triton. He holds up the right card. I got him.
I mean, I did tell Chad to pick a high number, and he did.
Poseidon, check your pockets. There's a card in there. I will say, see, this is where I think my low picking will probably come in handy. I will say 25 tricks.
Who? What do you say, Chad?
50.
The answer is 38 tricks.
Wow.
Which means
That's me.
pretty much
I get
between you, Chad, by a point.
Yeah.
38 tricks. She pulled off one extra trick there, Geiger.
I guess. What? What?
Pulled
38
a drowning
tricks?
rabbit out of her hat right at the last second.
The rabbit's just floating all dead. Just like what? 30? Are they counting like the trick where you just like take the magic wand and shake it and the flowers come out? That's not a trick. That's not a trick.
I think it is a trick.
That's not a
trick.
I mean, if you do it underwater,
knocking on the glass,
kind of a trick.
That's not a trick.
You lost.
I'm not counting that one. I've seen it before.
That's just flair.
So how many did you get? 38. 38? Like 3 of those were tricks, I think. Okay. Le Cocher de la Marie means bedtime for the bride. It is the oldest porn in the history of the world. Okay, it was made in 1896 with French actress Louise Willy. It features the bride doing a strip tease for the bridegroom. All right, it says this was a scene to behold in the 19th century.
Oh man.
I know what he's going to behold. His dick. He's going to be holding his dick.
Old 1800s guys just furiously beating off to this lady.
She's moving a strap down her shoulder. Oh!
Look at her petticoat. Just jizzes all over his fucking floor.
38. He came 38 times in 3 minutes watching this. All right. The question here is how long is the film? All right. It's not so much a record, I guess, but at the time, it was the longest porn.
It's the record for longest, oldest porn.
So how long is this porn?
How long? So remember, it's probably on like a real, I don't even know if there's everything. If the first things were reel-to-reel projectors, I assume maybe.
Yeah. No, it's on like it's on a zoetrope where you have to spin it real quick and then look through the slits.
The guy spins the thing like a pencil sharpener, dude.
You spin with one hand and jerk with the other.
Yeah.
Next, you're gonna see some ankle.
Here in this caveman hieroglyphic, the one caveman is showing cave woman is showing the caveman her boobs.
It's the oldest porn. There's a pair of titties drawn on a cave wall.
Hey, I bet you the first caveman would have been happy to jack to that.
What cup size were those tits?
I doubt the first cave woman had like
size.
32 E's or something. Pretty haggard life. I don't think she was tripping on her titties. But that's not the question. So I would
Cup
say
size of first caveman drawing. What's that record?
how big was
for largest breast drawn at the point?
how big was Cro-Magnon's dick? Go. Okay, how long was this porn? Yeah, it probably wasn't long. And because also like they probably don't even really get that naked or else that'd be like scandalous for the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also they it took less to get off back then because I didn't see much. So you really only needed a little bit.
Took less to get off.
Guys
Human
were
physiology was different. All right?
Everyone knows
pump chump
in the
1800s.
they were Minutemen. Yeah, for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it was 2 minutes long.
Okay.
It sounds like a long time, but
It sounds like a long time.
I immediately regret what I said.
Chad, how long do you think
I
this porno was?
I think that sounds like a long time.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be like 15 seconds.
Okay.
15 seconds.
Geiger's
You
close to here.
can't even take 147 t-shirts off from that one time.
I've been wearing 257 pair of pants. I can't get to my Johnson that quickly. 15
Like
seconds.
she couldn't take a corset off in that period. You said I won?
Yes, it was 7 minutes long, actually.
Oh
man, 7 minutes of heaven.
Yeah, that's like a double feature back in 1896.
They could make me jack off twice back then.
Yeah,
exactly. 7 minutes is longer than most porn videos are nowadays.
I could do like at least 70 magic tricks during the time I watched that porno.
Okay, 2 more here. The next one, Abraham Al Nasser has a record for the most video consoles hooked up to his television. He uses an Excel sheet to keep track of which switch boxes and converters he needs to play each console. Okay, so this guy has decided to hook up as many consoles as he possibly can to his TV, and Guinness says, let me get in on that. So how many video game consoles does he have hooked up, Geiger?
Ooh, that's a really fancy way to say Chad Hancock.
I mean, I'm like, this was me. I had multiple switch boxes to control, because at one point I had an Atari, NES, Super NES, N64, GameCube, 2 Xboxes, 3 PlayStations. Like, I had all this shit hooked up to one TV, and there was 3 switch boxes to control.
Well, this guy, slow down there. This guy is going to make you look like an 1896.
I have no doubt about it that there's some mega nerds out there with way past that.
That's what I was trying to think of, how many different systems they'd be, and then I realized, to your point, they'll probably have 7 PlayStation 3s or whatever hooked up. So, I will say, I'm gonna go. I complain about. I'm gonna go high now. I'll say he had 80 systems hooked up.
Okay. 80 systems. There's going to be some overlap there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't feel like changing games. He can hook up 5
Which
Segas.
of my multiple Sega genocide will I put this game into?
1 Genesis per Sonic the Hedgehog game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chad?
And you got to have a dedicated console just for watching 7-minute porn zoetrope.
Right.
You gotta have that.
The original 1896 console.
I mean, if you gotta have an Excel spreadsheet to figure this shit out, right? It's gotta be a lot of them. I'm trying to think, is it 1 console per t-shirt? Is that how many this guy has? 257 consoles? Seems like a lot, but man, these records are always so much higher than I think they're going to be. I'm going to go even 100 consoles.
Okay, you are both again way low.
Man.
This guy hooked up 444 consoles.
Why? Play Duck Hunt a million times in a row? What the fuck? Why? But why? That's such a pain in the ass. He blew out the local power grid because he had 17 TurboGrafx 16s on at once.
It definitely feels like a fire hazard.
Oh man, the cord setup must have been a nightmare.
Just stacking that many fucking consoles in a room,
yes.
If you said bring 400 consoles in here, it would take up a good portion of the room.
You wouldn't even be able to hear the game with all the fucking cooling fans going off at once. Just fucking, and you're stepping into a microwave playing fucking Dig Dug.
check your spreadsheets. Okay, it looks like switch 43. So 444. Last one here. Jackie Bibby has spent much of his life with snakes, and he's earned the title of the Texas Snake Man. Do you know him?
No. Guess I do.
No? Have you ever held his snake? Standing next to a bunch of other people.
Excuse me?
I will say he probably should have been in the Texas tournament because he sounds like the best thing about Texas already.
Yeah.
It says he's been bitten several times. No shit. If you're called Texas Snake Man, you're probably regularly bitten. But still insists on continuing his snake-themed performances. So he did set the record for how many live rattlesnakes he could hold in his mouth at once.
What?
Okay. The Texas Snake Man says, I'll put a rattlesnake in my mouth. And then they say, well, how many?
Why?
And he's like, well, I was just going to do fucking one. And they said,
this is Guinness. Triple digit snakes or GTFO.
So, all right. Are we back to Geiger here, I think, right?
I think you've done Geiger first like 3 times in a row now.
Oh, okay. All right, Chad.
It's clearly not helping me.
How many steaks?
All right. Most live rattlesnakes
bitch fit in his mouth.
In his mouth. I'm trying to think how big a rattlesnake is. Like, could it be like a bunch of baby rattlesnakes, like their eggs or whatever in there?
Yeah, the eggs.
You just ate a bunch of rattlesnake eggs.
Ate a bunch of rattlesnake eggs. Look at all these snakes in my mouth. Crunch, crunch.
I made a 7-egg snake omelet. Count it, Guinness.
He was on a food tour and they kept taking him to different rattlesnake pits.
He was not sucking off the Texas rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, was he?
Yeah. Yes.
He was?
Guinness record for Steve Austin's sperm in your mouth at once. 38 million.
Goddamn, kid, this is a good blowjob.
And that's the bottom line, because I'm coming in your mouth.
Who the hell was that? Was that the Wing Walker guy?
Because that's the bottom line, Spider-Man.
And that's the bottom line. You know you're walking out on a plane wing. Get back here.
Who are you stomping a mud hole in?
93-year-old just wandering out the window of a plane, not realizing he's about to set a record before he gets pissed off.
If you're about to get whipped off the wing of a Boeing 747, give me a hell yeah.
And that's the bottom line.
And that's the bottom horizon line.
Okay, Chad, how many rattlesnakes?
How many rattlesnakes? 12.
Geiger?
We didn't establish if they could be rattlesnake eggs, but I'm guessing
or
not.
Maybe rattlesnake sperm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone calls your sperm snakes. That's how that works. Yeah, I mean, I guess if like you held the eggs in their mouth and a bunch all hatched at once, right before they wriggled their way out of your mouth, that could count.
Mm-hmm.
But probably not what happened.
Count it.
I'm on the board. You said 12. That's a good number. I'm going to say 22 snakes. I don't know how big these fucking things are, so.
It was 13 snakes.
Man, Chad. Mr. Guinness over here.
Wow, bravo. Oh, no, hold your applause, guys. Hold your applause.
I am.
So, yeah, I don't fucking know how big the snakes were.
12 snakes and Stone Cold's dick. And that's the bottom line.
I feel like they gotta be like fucking gardener snakes, like to fit 13 snakes in your mouth.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
like a shitload of snakes.
Like a real man probably would have been putting a big rattlesnake in there, but this guy kind of sounds like a pussy. If I gotta be honest, like these tiny little snakes. Yeah.
Honestly, one feels like a lot of snakes in my mouth. Guy had a snake in his mouth. Like that feels like that's a record.
How many goddamn snakes in this guy's goddamn mouth?
All right, let's eat the last couple this last snack. And then
Austin 316 says, "I just fell off this plane."
What's the name of this thing? I don't have the document. I can't read the.
Yeah, it's called Pekopeko Chocolate Fujiya. It's a pair of hilarious looking chocolate popsicles with like little faces on them, and it's like a boy with a bow tie making eyes at this girl who is licking her lips at the idea of melting in my
Eating a
mouth
rattlesnake
together with the guy.
Yeah.
This is the first chocolate porn.
Are you eating boy or girl first?
I grabbed girl.
Yeah, I got boy.
I grabbed boy.
Imagine they taste the same.
Probably.
I will confirm that now.
Is it supposed to have any sort of flavor, like besides just chocolate, or it's like white chocolate and dark chocolate?
Yeah, I think it's just basically chocolate on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that these are easily the best of the day. That's not in question.
Low bar.
The chocolate is tastier than I thought it would be. I didn't have very high hopes necessarily just looking at these. I do like white chocolate in this form. I think the whole thing's pretty well done. Funny faces. I'm going to give it...
Hilarious.
I'm going to give it a just mid-level like that. I think it's tasty. I'm going to finish the whole thing. Geiger, what do you think?
Face is funnier than our podcast. Yeah, chocolate's fine. It's well made. Tastes fine. It's a little sweet for milk. It's like milk chocolate. It's a little sweet, but I think that's I think there is some white chocolate on the front. Two adorable children.
Yep.
I will say they do a good job. You know, like when they make, like when people make designs of chocolate and they're like, oh, it's a face or whatever. Like it's multiple layers and different colors and it's very distinct. Like it looks like a kid's face. It's like a well-designed chocolate design. I don't know. I'm scrambling for something
I mean, it
interesting
looks like
to
a
say.
kid's face. That's what I want out of my food. I want my food to look like a children's face.
If I'm going to put something in my mouth, I want it to look like a kid's face.
Whoa.
Yeah, is that weird?
Most visits from Chris Hansen.
What are you going to do with this rattlesnake food?
Gonna be wing walking yourself right into the back of this paddy wagon.
I don't. Paddy wagon? Who is this? 1967 constable you're talking? Well, we're taking you straight down to the Hooskow after you tried to...
He set the record for world's first Chris Hansen. Back in 1900.
Jebediah Hansen walked into the saloon.
Now, headed on good authority, you're going to show a 7-minute clip of a woman taking her brassiere off to this person. Is that true?
Why did you bring this sarsaparilla?
You trying to set the record for most wine coolers carried into a establishment?
I have all the parchments in which you wrote all these dirty things, like this one, the ye old parchment that says "show tits." I am
jump back even hundreds of more years.
Why have you brought a Cornish game hen if you weren't planning on staying?
Why did you draw these tits on a cave wall?
You Og, take seat.
My name Og Hansen.
Og have hieroglyphics. It's like all the things.
Now get in back of Og's paddy wagon.
Will you bring these dinosaur eggs?
me have impersonator pretend to be underage cave person. Og swear she 18.
But actually, Og 316. She was 16.
Oh hell yeah! Let's don't go. All right.
I have one question. What is age?
Og have question. Why you only person with last name? I am Og Hansen. Don't ask those questions. I'll give this a like that.
And what we see here on the cave wall, that's the bottom line, the line where you drew her bottom. Sorry, what'd you get this guy here?
Like that.
Okay. Okay. I think they are fine. I agree. They're kind of like a little too sweet for me. But you know, it's serviceable. It's just chocolate. But it's like, I'd rather eat like, I don't know, like a chocolate bar kind of, for some reason, you know, like, I don't know. The chocolate tastes a little weird to me, but, I think they're fine. I'm actually just going to give them an indifferent to that.
Okay. A couple likes and indifferent. Easy winner though.
Yeah.
Beating out the cookies and the Snickers protein bar. Geiger, where can the listeners contact us?
If you watch the world's oldest porn, if you've watched the world's newest, longest porn,
I have.
Yeah. How long was it?
8 minutes.
How new was it?
2 minutes ago.
Just made it.
What's the world's shortest porn?
Short? I like 2 seconds.
Half a second and nutting on her back. I don't know what you want me to say to that.
A blip of a nipple?
Spice Channel nip that I saw.
Blurred out Spice Channel nip. It got you there. If you've broken a Guinness record, if you've ever had to eat 17 pounds of Mexican food while riding a bike, let us know how that went. If you have any tips for, if I do this or Chad does this that maybe Novak didn't know, like wear extra t-shirts so you can sweat through them all. Let us know at youtrydat@gmail.com. We're on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Let us know what you thought of our snacks and the ratings. Suggest new snacks. Ask a question for the mailbag. Give us any kind of feedback you like. If you do enjoy the podcast, we'd love it if you leave us a review or some stars or things like that. Let your friends and family know if you think that would be appropriate. And as always, thank you for listening.
Og Show Caveman Spice Channel. Me scribble on tits.
Yeah, they're just scribbling out like on the wall and like.
Except just leaving the nip and not scribbled. Okay.
Fucking Og. Pervert.
All right. Let's say you get to spend a year with a 14-foot long stash.
Yeah.
Right?
You get to. This is your gift for good behavior.
How are you gonna transport that? Like, where are you gonna keep it? Where are you gonna tie it?
Hire Jason Statham, the transporter. That's how I'm gonna transport it.
You're not gonna just let it drag on the ground, obviously, all day long.
It's gonna get caught in something. You tie it behind your head, and then you like bunch it up in a big ball and like rubber bands and shit. That's how you do it. Yeah, man bun.
we don't know what the fuck we're doing with hair. Like it's just gonna get all tangled and gross back there.
If you're growing a 14 fucking foot mustache, you better figure it out. Like someone can help me. We don't know what we're doing.
Fuck out.
You need to have a fucking plan, bruh. I mean, what are you gonna do? Tuck it in your pants? Like, where do you want to put it?
Fanny pack.
Big duffel full of beard, just walking around.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, I don't. You're trying to make it look like a man bun back there.
I'm just trying to get it out of my face and off the ground. I don't care. Like out of sight, out of mind. I mean, it would be gnarly to wash and shit and dry, and eating would be problematic.
Yeah, I'd probably try to get around the back and then try to work it up over the top of my head like a toupee, so I didn't look bald anymore.
Lay it in rows back and forth.
Is that Chad Momoa? He's got this long wispy hair with spaghetti sauce all over it. Fucking weird, but all right.
Spaghetti sauce on it.
Because you're eating and it gets in the mustache.
It's been tied up during dinner. I'm not
That's
dunking
true.
my head into my plate. You eating with the top of your head a lot lately, Geiger?
Mr. Hancock, this is Mr. Hansen, and oh my fucking god, what do you have on your face?
I think I might keep it inside of my clothes in some way. Like first you tuck it down the front of your shirt.
What? That is insane.
I was actually thinking of that too. Like it goes down the front of your shirt, you tie it around your waist or something. Or you have a big bag strapped to your belly that it just like a big Ziploc bag that you just shove it in. And it's like tied to your belly all the time. Or something.
Yeah, a big Ziploc bag.
Why are you talking like that's crazy when you wanted to make it part of your fucking hairdo?
I don't want to make it part of my hairdo. I want to keep it out of the way. You know how fucking itchy that would be, stuffing it in your shirt?
It's in a Ziploc bag.
What Ziploc bag holds 14 feet of hair?
A gallon bag.
You getting a custom-made hair?
It's in a Ziploc bag. What don't you get?
Yeah, what are you doing with a Ziploc bag? Tying it to your chest? It's in a Ziploc, dude. Sorry. Now it makes sense.
What don't you understand about that?
The only other one we could probably potentially do is the shirts. I definitely can't get 257 shirts on.
The only other one of these we could do is the shirts. I mean, if I made it to 94, just push me out on a fucking wing, and then I'll go down in history. I can do that one.
Yeah, you said he's strapped to the wing. It's not like he's like balancing.
He's just strapped down like fucking duct tape to the.
Look at this trick. Mustache gets caught in the propeller.
All right, which other ones can you use a Ziploc bag for?
We could also make the shortest porn. Like one of us could just film like half a second of jacking off or something.
The record was not shortest porn.
It was oldest? Well, we can't do that one anymore. That's ship is sailed. We could do the newest one for at least another 2 minutes. And it'll get broken immediately. Guinness will have to be on set.
We could do the 3 minutes of magic tricks under the fucking water. It's just like magic wands, flowers.
Yeah, it could be the same trick. I still think you just hold like a dolphin there and just keep pulling the thing up from behind its head.
You got a dolphin in a headlock. You're giving it a fucking stunner or something. That's the bottom line, dolphin. Now give me that quota.
Time travel to 1896 and slowly take off my pants for 8 minutes.
Nobody's filming it. You just went back there to take off your pants in the olden days. You're not trying to set a record.
Wait, were you telling me to do that? I'm not going all the way back and taking your pants off.
I guess if you gave me forever, I don't know if I could hook up. I don't think I have the wherewithal to hook up 450.
I couldn't figure it out. You could give me consoles. All of the consoles and all of the equipment, and I would never figure it out.
You're just plugging in stuff in ports. What can't you figure out?
It sounds annoying.
It seems like a lot of
Yeah.
connecting wires and like it fucks something up. Like a lot of them would not be working
Fucking
correctly. I guarantee.
what? What's so difficult to figure out? 457. You got a fucking 2 Radio Shacks worth of shit in your house.
It would, if you gave me all the cords
Mhm.
and boxes and consoles, I'd have it done in like 3 days.
Fucking sweet, man. I am so goddamn impressed. I'm hard. You're so disgusted. This is not hard. You simpletons.
Plug it in the fucking port, asshole.
I guarantee, like, my body isn't even fucking capable of growing a 14-foot long mustache. Like, there's no fucking way.
No.
And the fact that it took him 40 years, just
That's
giving up your life.
dedication. At what point did he realize he had the record? Like, did it take 40 years to break the record, or did he be like, I'm going to make this unattainable and just keep pushing past it? Like, age 36 or whatever.
This is my legacy. Now, excuse me while I shove it in a Ziploc.
The number of Ziploc bags I've gone through over 60 years.
Keeping that company in business.
They'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time with round 3. Brandis. This is
India originally broke the Guinness World Record in 2010 when his stash reached 14 feet and it kept growing. It's so long he could use it as a scarf.